It's true that people have always given to politics, but super PACs have really enabled the supercharging of giving by the extreme wealthy. I'm Chi-Sun Lee. I'm Deputy Director of our Election Reform Program here at the Brennan Center. A super PAC is a legal vehicle for people or businesses or both to pool their wealth to spend on electoral politics through television advertisements, radio ads, and they're a creature of a Supreme Court decision from 2010 called Citizens United. The technical differences between a super PAC and a regular political action committee are really the promise that a super PAC's founders make that its activity is going to be independent of any candidate. And saying that it's going to operate independently frees it from legal contribution limits and legal spending limits so that it can raise as much as it wants to from any American donor or business and spend as much as it wants to on elections. Super PAC donors, we think, support super PACs because they're a very powerful way to exert influence over elections without any limit. They may say that they believe that the super PACs they donate to are operating independently of candidates' campaigns, so how could they be exerting influence over whoever's elected to office next? But on federal elections alone, super PACs have spent $3 billion since 2010. In the 2018 federal midterms, when we heard a lot about this small donor boom, when you look at the numbers and you take into account giving and spending through federal super PACs, you saw that just 3,500 big donors who gave $100,000 or more each outspent all 7 million small donors who give $200 or less combined. That is a really distressing thing in a democracy where you have so few people able to outweigh the influence of 7 million small donors. So what's immediately on the horizon is really exciting. The House of Representatives last year passed H.R. 1, and a major component of this would create a small donor public financing system where candidates who opted in and agreed to lower contribution limits would have small donor money contributed to them multiplied by public funds. H.R. 1 would create the public funds for small donor matching by taking penalties paid by corporate fraudsters found guilty in court or settling accusations of corporate misconduct. The transparency that the Supreme Court majority imagined simply doesn't work that way in real life, and the Supreme Court needs to see how harmful it is in a democracy where all political voices are supposed to be equal to have these vehicles that enable a very, very small, super wealthy few to be able to have so much influence in our elections.